Ho, ho, ho. Merry Riley Friday episode, Twinski edition. First of all, lock in with me, twin.
Lock in.
Come on now, you already know the vibes. Welcome back to another episode of Sleepers Media. I am your host today, Carter Elliott, here with my good friend Riley. Riley, are we rocking the Trimble tee today? Is this a sign that he's coming back? Do we have an update on that, by the way? Does my guy have a hand yet?
I think that someone from On Three, it might have been Good. No, it might have been Goodman. I can't even keep track of our favorite Unc Goody anymore. Like who is he doing stuff for Field of 68? Is it On Three? Is it Rivals? I think he had an intel piece that said Trimble was nearing a return, and there's a good chance he's back for this game against Ohio State. Carolina's gonna need him playing Bruce Thornton, who's just putting up 35 points night in night out like it's nothing. I'm still sick that Bruce Thornton has. Probably not going to be in the tournament again because of Diebler. I've always loved Bruce Thornton's game, but I will not love it on Saturday. Hopefully, we get a good showing from the heels and that Seth plays.
Yeah, I hope he does too. But good to have you here with us, Riley. How are things going in the Davis household? How's Christmas shopping update? How's
Mm.
my guy doing? How's the wife doing? I need all family updates for Christmas season right now.
Well, appreciate the asks. We are in the process of finally getting our Christmas cards out a little bit later this year, low key. Big fan of sending Christmas cards, though. Always like to.
I thought I got wait, did I get axed off the list?
No, you were on the list. I actually just saw you and Meg's your envelope as I was going to get a little snack in between this because my wife was putting in
Oh,
work this morning
so it did
finishing.
get sent out?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, that's okay. That's massive.
Wait, can I actually give a peek behind the curtain?
Of course you can. Also, before you get that peak, I gotta say this. We didn't realize we were doing our Christmas cards. We were like sending it out to you, and Meg's like, "Who's the Davies?" And I'm like, "The Davies? What do you mean?" We don't like I don't know anyone with the Davies. And then she started reading it and said like North Carolina. We realized, dog, we sent you a Christmas card last year, and it said Davies on it instead of Davies. I don't even know if you noticed or not, but
I did
we,
not.
we we got that fixed. But go ahead.
My peek behind the curtain is also a last name mix up. So this goes back to your Chips Ahoy bet. What was the Chips Ahoy bet? What?
So it was that I would eat 10 cookies for every 10 Chips Ahoy cookies for every point that Michigan beat Washington by in the national championship game for football because I thought Washington would win. Yeah, didn't work out well.
So this is going back almost 2 years now, man. Feels like that challenge was yesterday, but in the aftermath of that challenge, Cart, you were on a group chat saying like you hated Mr. Ahoy and his whole family or something.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember what the exact quote was, but that day I changed your name in my phone to Carter Ahoy in homage to your father, Mr. Ahoy. And last year, Natalie was like, I think so. I get all my iMessages on my laptop and everything, and sometimes she'll just like when she's looking for addresses, she'll just like be searching through my iMessages for people's addresses and finds yours from what you texted me to send you a Christmas card. So I come home and see an address. I see a Christmas card addressed to the Ahoys
That'd be crazy.
because she told me she was like. She was like, "Yeah, I thought Carter's last name was Elliott, but I was like, did I make that up? Because I saw Carter Ahoy in your phone." So,
I would have
uh,
been I would have been sick if I would have got the Ahoy, Merry Christmas to the Ahoys from the
so,
Davies.
so we did get that corrected to the Elliots, and it is also addressed to the Elliots this year. But no, everything in terms of Christmas shopping is pretty good. I don't know if you ever find yourself in the same predicament, Cart, but last year I felt like all of my Christmas shopping was super rushed. This year I at least started thinking about it in mid-November, but now on December 19th, I still have a few more gifts to give. But at least I gave myself ample time to think about it this year. And yeah, I think we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up swiftly and everybody will be happy.
That sounds so you're sending out the Christmas cards soon.
Correct. Yes, they will be in the mailbox by the time the listeners hear this.
You might have to tell me when you get ours because I'm a little nervous about the mailbox I dropped mine off in. It was like super full and like I just didn't like the way the envelopes went into the actual mailbox. Like I'm actually seriously concerned that they're gonna make it to their destination. So like be on the lookout. I think I sent them out. When was that? Tuesday, I think I sent them out.
I'll report back if we get it today.
All
But
right. Thank you.
do you ever wonder, like, what's the point of post offices anymore?
To buy stamps.
Okay, that's a good point. I'm just thinking as we've like, I'm trying to find a Dropbox. I think
Mhm.
there's one, like the giant blue mailboxes that still exist.
Yeah, yeah.
There's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's one relatively close to my house. Those are just more convenient, I think, when you have a bulk of envelopes to drop in. But the actual postal services themselves, as I'm looking through last night trying to find a post, like a mailbox to drop these off at, I see on Google Maps every post office in the Greater Triangle area has like 2-star reviews on Google Maps, and I think we need to move past like we need to be in a post office society.
There's a lot of grandparents and good men that would be devastated by the takedown of the post office. Do you really want to take that joy away from them, Riley?
I don't think I do, but every time I'm at a post office, I end up sitting in a long line, and I'm wondering why can't I just stick this package in my mailbox and be done with it?
Yeah, you know what? I feel that. I feel that. I truly do. Honestly, given the fact that I formed a relationship with my post office because my wife orders a lot of things and returns a lot of things. I like walk in, they're like, "Hey, Carter, back again." Like, "Yep, got about 4 Amazon packages to go back to you. You ready for me?" So, yeah, let me know when you guys get that Christmas card. I'm also in a phase too where I actually enjoy getting Christmas cards from people. Never thought I would be that guy, but I enjoy getting the Christmas cards from folks, seeing, families. Nice, cute pictures. I know Riley, you were fitted for the photos. I didn't get a sneak peek. That's all right. Whatever. It couldn't be me, I guess. But I'm very excited to receive those, and we'll have episodes I think before Christmas. But I'm gonna go ahead and get a head start here and wish everyone on behalf of sleepers a Merry Christmas. Also, I'm built like Santa. Should we get to the YouTube comment of the day?
See, Car when Greg's not here, you don't got to lean into the self-deprecating body talk,
I
body
need to.
image
I
talk.
need to though. That's my mood.
I know, but I know that's what when Greg is here, like he'll usually be the one to provide those jokes. You take it in stride, but just let yourself have a day off. When Greg's sitter, I think had some health issues going on this morning, so he couldn't be with us. So if he's taking it off, I think you can give yourself a break with comparing yourself to old Saint Nick.
I mean, back in elementary school for a week, there was a certain segment of the school that referred to me as big deprecation, big debt for short. But I moved on from those days. Let's get to the YouTube comment of the day. Let's see what we have here. Is there anything edgy here? Anything good? Anything that really rock my socks? Let's see here.
I feel like I might have seen something. Can we get a da 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 for old time's sake?
Yeah, I got you. Of
I swear there was. Oh, can I ask you a question
course.
that's tied to this?
Yeah.
What was the deal with Duke fans coming at y'all this week? Was there
Oh,
anything
it was
specific?
they which is wild. They came at Greg, which is crazy because like he was defending Duke to me, who was not saying good things about Duke, and like I once again scathed by untouched because I'm cart. But um, yeah, like there was a lot of things said I think about how Greg is covering Duke, which led to us taking a sarcastic approach to the recap that we didn't even do a preview for. So, just classic sleepers way to respond to things. But I don't know. I I love here's where I'm at. We go through these phases with fan bases, right? And like every fan base is different. Every fan base is crazy too. No fan bases are like untapped or like normal. That's part of being fans. You're not normal. But in fairness, and I mean this with love, Duke fans, for being as good as they are a extremely soft fan base. I don't like if I was that good, I wouldn't be that soft. And that's the only thing for me. And I don't think they like that. And that's kind of the way it is. I also respect Duke for who they are. They get the best players, they get the best everything. They just, to
Mhm.
me, I wouldn't be if I was in that position, I wouldn't be that soft. But you know what? I'm not gonna come on here and tell other fan bases how to act or react or act. Also, some people might think I'm soft, so is what it is. I don't know.
While you were explaining that, I was looking through the Duke Lipscomb recap comments. I think I have a recap. I have a comment of the day.
Please.
It says big Duke fan, big Sleepers fan, big G Reg fan. Don't worry about the jerks online. Odds are it's just Riley Davis running a series of burner accounts as part of an elaborate undercover smear campaign that has 16 thumbs up on that.
16.
And another a follow-up comment that says, I endorse this. So
Wow. I mean, Riley, if you wanted to, you definitely could work the back channels.
not a bad idea.
All right, you didn't really have that idea till just now, did you? Well, yeah, we'll
Oh
never get to
man.
that point. All right, let's go ahead and get to the Discord. Join the Discord. The Discord is 9.99 a month. By joining the Discord, you can directly support Sleepers Media and all the ventures that we do. Great community to be a part of, great place to be. And if you are a part of the Discord, you get your comments read every single day on the show. So I will go to the comments and we will start today with, got to make sure that. Okay, folks did know that we were getting that. Oh, we are going to start today with Fam, who says, Happy Bluffs Friday. Y'all know how we rock. For this week's episode, I'd like to send a direct message to Duke fans regarding their actions the past 2 weeks. Please, do you have the Discord up?
I'm pulling it up
Can
now.
you,
Let me
because
see.
the request is please have Bluffs read the following.
Okay, let me see if I can find it.
The fan.
Where's my guy, fam? All right. Duke fans, where do you get off asking people to not boost stars in road environments? Boozers' parents make the trip to a top five environment in the sport, and we're just supposed to be nice and proper. I endorse that. Yes, thank you, fam. If you want to enjoy the classy and pristine sides of life, I recommend a membership at Tobacco Road or buying a house in Kiowa. This is college basketball. Everything earned, nothing given. Was Matt McQuaid supposed to not box up Cam Reddish because he had a boo boo? Was Kenny Goins not supposed to drill that shot right in Zion's face? Elite memory tapped into by fam. Thank you for that one. Was UNC supposed to let Coach K win as a 10-point favorite in his final home game? Oh, man, elite times. Was Caleb Love supposed to let Coach K win it all? You guys get every 5-star under the sun and still have your hands out begging for every small favor, thinking that's what you deserve. There's nothing classy or pristine about begging. Lace up and earn it. P.S. Happy holidays to everybody outside of Duke fans, with the exception of Garfield. Thank you, fam.
It was kind of, but I feel like the last part of that is what really resonates to me. Like you guys do get everything.
Seriously.
Like for real, you get everything. All right, so like, come on.
Well, this happened last year. I texted y'all this on the side. Kelly Flagg came into the Deandom and was surprised that she and her son got booed. It's like, sorry, welcome to the best rivalry in the sport. Yeah, no, we're not going to say, oh, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, Kelly. We're really cheering for Cooper to win a hard fought game. Like, no, come on now. This is not everything runs through Durham. Like they think they're, you know what? While we're in the middle of ranting about Duke fans, I hate this. Have you ever noticed this number?
Yeah, I like that
Why?
because it's like it reminds me of it was I think it was Darius Miles and
Yeah.
who's the other and
Quentin Richardson, right?
they were the knucklehead. They did this
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that was elite. I like that.
Well, this is Bull City because Durham is nicknamed the Bull City. But I just
This is fire. I gotta admit.
it would be cool outside if like Duke didn't co-opt it because Duke is not Durham University. Duke exists in Durham. There's a whole town of which I live in outside of the university. I don't like them claiming my city, even though they exist within my city.
I was about to say they kind of are in your city. Here's the way you should go about that, Riley. This died once Joey Baker did it. Honestly,
Yeah, true,
that's really what
true.
it is. But this is I gotta endorse this. I'm with this. I'm sorry. Moving on here, we have Malik Perry who says, "Happy Riley, if he's there." With Carter and Greg doing a video about cutting down our rotation, what do you think is the right number of players? Mine is 9, starting 5 from the last 2 games, plus Scott, Tang, Ward, and Jesse. This is about Michigan State's rotation. Right now, it's like 10, almost 11 deep. What would you cut it to?
8. I don't know if I need Jesse McCulloch more than like spot minutes.
Mhm.
Would you agree with that, Cart?
That's kind of how I feel about it. Like maybe find a way to get Jesse some backup 5 minutes somewhere in there. But for the most part, I think it should be Scott, Tang, and Ward that are getting the
Mhm.
majority of the bench minutes. But the rotation has to be cut. Denham Wojcik should not touch the floor for my team. I will be livid. Malik Perry, once again, is it too early to say that next year we'll have more questions to the answers than this year's team? We lose both starting bigs, which leaves a lot of production to be made up. It's a fair point, Malik, especially like given that like I've been watching Ethan Taylor a lot more than I did before. He's more raw than I thought. And like not in a disappointing way, like I still love that we got him, but like I did expect to see more from him at this point so far this year. And like I don't know, we'll see what it goes. I do think that a portal big is gonna have to be something that is brought in for this team. One better than Zapala, if I can get my wish, by the way. Malik once again. Joel Klatt, aka Joe Clapp. No disrespect, but remember when the bowl games mattered? No offense. Didn't college football have no playoffs, and or is that wrong? Then it was four, now it's 12. NCAA football does it right, so the last 2 years it's done it right. What you're saying, so every year without playoffs was done wrong.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna agree with Malik because I'm scared of him, I think.
I do kind of miss when bowl games were fun. Like, remember, it was like the Outback Bowl when Jadeveon Clowney in South Carolina beat Michigan and he had that thunderous hit. I feel like you just don't get those moments anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
Remember when Christian McCaffrey went stupid in the Rose Bowl? Like these
Yeah.
were
Who
these
was that?
were
Was that against Iowa?
sounds about right. I just remember him having like 200 all-purpose yards in the first half.
Yeah, he went crazy. He had like the kick return in that game. That he went.
He had the reception. He ran a Texas route, I believe, and took it to the house.
He went stupid. He was so
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, I do miss those moments. Also, the fact that in prime time on Saturday night, we're getting what Tulane and I forgot Oregon or
Oregon's
James
playing
Madison. Sorry,
JMU.
James Madison in Oregon.
Yeah.
That's prime time on Saturday. Good thing we got a good college basketball slate.
Facts.
Um, Malik, I'm not going to read that other comment, but I will read the next one. I know you guys like Joel, but he sounded butthurt, like stay in your lane.
Uh,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, I was gonna say you don't want to read that comment either.
Malik, language, please. Moving on. Paint to the Izzo. Greg, do you like your team now? Also, any concerns are peaking too early? Neither of these questions are meant to be trolling. Genuinely curious to get your thoughts on both.
Can I be Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like my team now. Nah, that wasn't my best effort. I need to stop. I thought, you know how Greg does that like thinking face, and then he kind of goes into his answer.
Yeah.
I focused too much on the mannerisms and was out of character for the voice. I apologize. I'll be better next time.
It's okay. I know you'll be better next time. Greg does like his team. I think he loves his team, actually. And answer on his behalf like he would. No, I think he thinks that Michigan can get better. Like they haven't even really featured Yaxel like they can. So, yeah, I feel like that would be his answer. I feel like that's kind of where he was going with, or where he would have went with that. War chant. College basketball is always the start of my Christmas week with the bragging rights game. It's truly a rivalry game, so anything can happen. A loss always starts my Christmas off on the wrong foot, and a win makes everything in the holiday better. Has sports results ever impacted your mental health state on a holiday? Yeah. Every year. What? Every single one of my holidays is affected by sports. Truthfully.
Yeah, I'll give an anecdote on that. So, again, I've said it, everybody knows if they listen to the program. I am a man of faith. Easter is a big holiday for me. That's like the biggest holiday in the Christian calendar. You know, we celebrate the resurrection of Christ. 2 years ago, Easter 2024 was like 3 days after UNC lost in the Sweet 16 to Alabama in a game that they were up 10 points by on multiple occasions. That was like I was in such a bad mood the entire time with my family. I just felt like emotionally dead inside that we lost that game.
Yeah, and yeah,
That's probably like the best example I can think of.
if sports don't affect your mental state, I don't think you like your team.
Yeah,
That's my
facts.
take on it. Holiday or not, it is what it is. You're in it for the love of it. Warchant also went on to say, "Should me and my terrible towel travel from Chicago to Detroit on Sunday? Is Carter going to be there? What would Carter do face to face with Warchant with a tongue out emoji? Crazy emoji choice, Warchant. I will be at the game, so if you are there, I would recommend it. I mean, I'll say this too for you. It's really cold outside, so like watching a football game indoors would probably be nice, right? Like I don't get how people do that. Look, I love my football team and I support everyone who does this. I would not watch a football game outside in that weather that the Bears played in last weekend. I don't care. There's no way that's enjoyable. I'm soft. I'm not doing that.
So, do you still have season tickets to the Lions games?
Hmm.
How many of the what are there 9 home games a year? Like,
Yes, give or take.
how many will you go to this year?
I've been to every one except one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know if Leon had impacted those plans at all.
No, it was established on birth that
Mm.
I get those. Like maybe some other plans change, but like
Uh-huh.
I'm there for those. That's
Fun.
that's a go. Uh War Chant once again says, for the record, the Players Era was not played at T-Mobile Arena, which was the one major issue with the tournament. Vegas Golden Knights had 4 home games that week, so the Players Era tournament was played in multiple arenas, mostly at the MGM Garden Arena, which sucks. They played the tournament in an objectively bad arena. T-Mobile, on the other hand, is an awesome venue. I think that's in response. We did the whole like hardest places to play, and one of them was Michigan at T-Mobile. Sorry about that. We'll be better. Let's see here. Decibel Meter Engineer says sneaky funniest moment as of late. Dion going on about bad church music. His example: why can't "Deck the Halls" be a remix? Long Riley Paul says "Deck the Halls" also comfortably a secular Christmas song. Had me weak. What are Riley's top 3 secular Christmas songs?
That was a great moment from last week's full episode. I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesdays. But yeah, with Dion and I had a prolonged discussion about church where he described his mom as the most fraudulent
That's
churchgoer.
crazy.
Dude, it was so funny. He was saying that she took him to church until he was 18, and then she stopped going and said he had to stop going or something like that. I don't want to besmirch his mom's name if she still attends a church, but so he was talking about church music and gave Deck the Halls as his first example, and I was like, yeah, that's I don't think that qualifies as a Christmas hymn. But my top 3 secular Christmas songs, definitely got to throw Santa Tell Me, Ariana Grande. That's a go-to for me. I think part of why I love that song so much is that it paints Santa as this all-knowing figure that somehow has an idea of what Ariana's love life is going to be a year from now. Hilarious trope to think about. Britney Spears does it as well in the song "My Only Wish This Year," so that might crack the top 3. "Mistletoe" by Justin Bieber, always a classic. Not a Beatles guy. Do love "Wonderful Christmas Time" by Paul McCartney though. That one's tough to beat. Yeah, those are probably my go-to rotation. How about you, Cart?
Bieber Christmas album's always up there for me.
Oh, "Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays" by NSYNC might actually be
That's
my
good.
number
That's a
one.
good one too. Chris Brown's "This Christmas" rendition is always special. And you know what? You got to pay homage to the goats. Like Mariah Carey did this whole Christmas music thing. I don't yeah,
For
I don't
sure.
care what you say. She'll forever have that in her repertoire in her bag. And also shout out to her for making sure she creates a song that's timeless. Literally, when Mariah Carey is long gone, her children's children will be benefiting from the plays that that song gets on Christmas because Christmas isn't going anywhere. Shout
That's
out to her. I'm about to make an Easter song. Hop, little bunny, hop, hop.
Isn't that
uh,
Miss Rachel's Lane?
yeah, Miss Rachel's gonna have to see me eventually. Coop, listening to your Player of the Year power rankings, and I have a question about conference awards. Do they take into account the non-con? I was to the understanding that for those awards, only conference play was considered. If so, I understand that these are projections. Just a question I've never really gotten an answer to. Do you know the answer to
Alle-
that, Riley?
I think allegedly all conference teams are only supposed to take conference play into account. So Divine Ugochukwu, his all Big Ten bid is alive and well.
Oh, we're here. We're so here. Oh
A
man.
long way from Greg's infamous Yugo F no name.
And now
I
it's
can't believe Greg said that on a video this summer. That's so mean, but
I
it's so
felt
funny.
he was right. Also now it's Ugo Choo Choo. Is his new moniker, but yeah, it is. It's I was under the impression that it's only conference games, but also I feel like some human voting comes into it. Like, there's no way
Yeah,
they just completely ignore that. Like someone did, like Yaxel went for like 20. Actually, that was in a Big Ten game, but there's no way they just ignore like what he did at the Players era, even if
right.
it factors in a little bit, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's just human stuff.
Mhm.
Let's see here. This is the last one. We have Same Old Lions says, I need to get this off my chest. What the F is Gottlieb talking about? He's declining. Now is the time to step away from his radio show. Can be there for his kids and also have a life. Look, I've never coached, but what did this bozo think he was signing up for when he decided to be a head coach at a D1 university? A part-time job? Come on, Gottlieb, and then some choice words at the end.
I did see your quote tweet of what a gesture with the crying,
Dude, it
the
takes a
tear.
strong, like, not everyone could do that. Like, for him to step away from his radio spot to further be better at coaching his team that he's the head coach for. I mean, like, not everyone's doing that, Riley.
It's so funny, dude. It does reek of like, did you just think this was like you were it's almost like you're doing a favor. Like this is volunteer work or something.
Right, like he wanted a standing O after that. Like he was actually
Yeah.
emotional going through that, and like honestly, it made me emotional because like I just like for him to just give up everything to coach his team that he's the head coach for. It's there's no higher honor, no kinder gesture than that. And Doug, I thank you because I you inspired me to be better at my current job that I'm doing. So thank you so much. That does it for the comments today. Without further ado, let's get on with the greatness that is Riley Friday. Topic number one, Riley.
All right, for topic number one, we might break out a little EvanMiya best lineup type tools, see how these square off with one another. Because I want to form the best lineups in the four power conferences. Big East, y'all are so bad this year. You formally have to exit for the sake of the competition. You don't even get a mention.
They,
Look,
they got good players though, man.
I don't care. I had to hear all the ACC slander the past 3 years and hurt people, and I am taking it out on someone else. So the
Okay.
Big East, you are shown the exit door now, and we're gonna make. I have seeded the conferences cart, and we're going to make the best possible lineups we can, and see how they would square off with one another.
Okay, let's do it. Also, hold on a second. I need to make sure. Oh, I thought I lost my EvanMiya account. I was about to go to some higher powers and we go to the straight. I thought I was booted. All right. We're doing that's under lineup metrics, right?
Yeah, I'm sort of trusting in you to do this because you and Greg have done this for several topics.
Okay. I
Okay,
got you.
cool. I'm glad you can come through for me. So the one seed in this tournament, no, let's count down. We'll count down instead. The four seed in this tournament is the SEC.
Ooh, okay. So let's go ahead and get this. Let's see the best.
Best five man. So it's not necessarily not the best five players, but the best 5 man lineup we can concoct.
Okay, so just to give a background here, the current best five-man lineup in the SEC is Arkansas.
Oh, sorry. We're putting together a lineup where out of every
Oh,
team.
ooh,
Mhm.
okay, even better, even better. I like this. Okay. Now, are we just gonna put it together and then see what it comes out as and see if we did it right or not?
We're gonna put so you know how Evan has that tool where you can enter in a lineup to
Yep.
see who that you and Greg have done with yeah,
Oh yeah.
we're gonna have a semifinal matchup and then a finals matchup.
Okay. All right. Good deal. So, who is our SEC lineup?
So I would say two non-negotiables would be Darius Acuff and
And
Tyler
Hog.
Tanner. Oh, Thomas Houck.
I
Yeah.
think Hog has to be in there as a non-negotiable.
Can I throw Tyler Tanner as a non-negotiable?
Calling him a non-negotiable doesn't feel right. I'm
It
sorry.
doesn't, but I just love Tyler Tanner. He's such a joy to watch on both ends of the court. But I guess we can leave that a little more open-ended for now. So we have Acuff and Houck for sure.
Okay. Let's see here. Acuff Hog.
Oh,
Um.
LeBaron, duh.
Oh, Pylon for sure. All right. So let's go Phylon.
Okay, Tyler Tanner might not be cracking this
Yeah.
lineup.
Yeah. I honestly I love Tanner too, but you did take it a step too far.
This is kind of on brand for me to call a guy non-negotiable, then immediately find a guard I like better.
Then immediately make him very negotiable. It's crazy. All right, so now I feel like we have our 1 through 3 set. We have
hmm
Acuff, Phylon, Haug. Where do we go elsewhere here?
Who do we want as our starting 5 man? There's not like exactly a murderer's row to choose from.
Let me make sure I don't miss out on any like SEC teams where I'm just like I shouldn't miss out on them. Let's see what Kempom says.
We could put Condon there. We could put like Felix Okpara. He's been putting Okpara there just feels kind of
That I
crazy to me.
yeah, you really upset me with that.
But there's
I can't believe you even brought that to the forefront.
there's
That's
no
crazy.
good sitters in this league aside from Condon,
Is it just Condon?
unless like, are we forgetting about someone?
No, I'm looking like Texas. No, like
Uh,
they got your boy in Texas.
Matas Vokatitis, yeah,
Yeah,
he's been a little clumsy. So no, he's
yeah. I
it,
mean,
it might just be Condon.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. I think it is. Yeah, it's probably Condon. It probably
All
is.
right.
Do we go? We could go like a Tennessee 4 and then go Condon.
So would that be Ament,
Amen or Jalen Carey.
Jalen Carey?
Uh,
If this was based, where are you at on Jalen Carey? Are you a Jalen Carey guy?
okay, I'm even we're not gonna go. It's Amen.
Okay.
We're gonna go. Yeah, I even though I'm of that mold. All right, we're gonna go Amen, and then we're gonna go Condon at the 5.
Okay.
All right,
Also, during that Louisville, Tennessee game, Jimmy Dykes pronounced Nate Amon's last name 5 different ways.
that I love
He
that.
he called him a mint for half the time. He called him a mint, and then he called him a mint. And there was also might have been an ament in there as well. I was ready for Jimmy to settle on one of them. But all right, so our lineup, the best possible lineup from all the SEC teams, our 4 seed. We got Darius Acuff at the 1, LeBaron Philon at the 2, Thomas Houck at the 3, Nate Amon at the 4, and Alex Condon at the 5.
Yep, got that down here. Amen, Condon. All right, and then all right. So are we gonna take overall as the decider here?
So we're going to I wanted to plug that lineup in the matchup with our 1 seed.
Oh, man, now you're asking for a lot. See, I think the thing is though, I feel like you would the way we match it up typically is like I would do it on one side and then Greg would put another lineup in. So what I'm gonna do here is how I'm gonna do this. We're gonna take the overall predicted efficiency on this one.
Okay.
So for
That
the
I like that
SEC,
strategy.
it's an A plus grade. It's 46 solid. 99.8 percentile. And then we will put in another lineup. And just so everyone who's listening out there knows, overall A plus, offense A plus, defense B plus.
Interesting.
Just to throw that out there. All right. So who do we want to do? What conference do we want to match that up with?
So next, well, I want to match them with the 1 seed, which is the Big Ten.
Okay.
So who's the best possible 5 we could get out of the Big Ten?
Okay, here we go. Let's go with I mean, we gotta go Braden 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go Braden Smith 1. Let's go Yaxel at the 3.
Mm-hmm. I'm good with that.
Yaxel at the 3. Do
Do
we
we
go
put
Do we go Bruce at the 2?
Oh, I like that. I think I'm good with Bruce at the 2.
All right, let's go
Bruce
Bruce.
over Bruce or John Blackwell?
I think Bruce right now.
I'm good with that.
Go Bruce at the 2. All right, then let's go.
Can we get Most at the 5?
Let's go Mass at the 5.
Let's go. I'm glad we got some Nebraska representation.
Okay, and then at the 4, we go TKR.
We could do TKR. We could move Yaxel to the 4 and put Fedberger Mazzara at the 3. Is there anyone from Illinois that we want to throw on here?
I mean, I don't know if they'd make. Okay, executive decision. We're gonna go. We're gonna go Baker Mazar at the 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then we are gonna go Yaxel at the 4.
I think, yeah, I'm good with that. That feels like a 1 seed type team. I would have never thought that Rink Most would be our the starting 5 man for our 1 seed, but I like it.
I love that we're here. All right, so just so I have this down, we got B. Smith, we have Bruce Thornton, we have Chad Baker Mazara, we have Yaxel, and we have Rank Mast. All right, let's generate that. Woo! Are these the two teams that are matching up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Big Ten is beating the door of them boys. So the Big Ten is at 62.6. So they win that quite easily.
Yeah, they do.
And if that's our fault for doing that wrong, that's the lineups we thought we should pick. I'm sorry, just throwing it out there. So we can go ahead and do that. All right, so we have the Big Ten advancing. Who do we have next?
So we have the 3 seed ACC, which will play against the 2 seed Big 12. So let's go ACC first.
Okay, so ACC, gotta go. I think our front court should be uh Caleb and Cam. Could we put Cam at
Mm-hmm.
the 5? Is that fine?
I think so. there's a world where I could get greedy and say I want Caleb Wilson at the three, Cam Boozer at the four, and Henry Vasar at the five. But I'll be servant hearted in the spirit of Christmas.
Okay, let's just we can switch it up right now. Let's start with those guys. There. I would go a Louisville guard. Which one do we want?
I still think I
Conwell's probably been better this year.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't hate taking both McHale and Conwell. I think you gotta throw Conwell in there though for the shooting.
What if we went Conwell at the one and Neo at the two?
Yeah. But Neo's more of a point guard though. We
Should we
could
go
put Neo
Neo?
in
Should
there.
we go
Yeah.
Neo at the one and Condon at the two? Or sorry,
Yeah.
Conwell.
Let's go Neo at the one and Conwell at the two.
Okay, so Neo, Abadon, Nicola, and then we'll go Conwell at the two. Then we have one spot open here.
Do we could have Caleb Wilson at the three and Tez DeRitter at the four.
I might be out of has DeRitter been that great this year?
Yeah, he might be putting up like 20 a game.
Really? Ooh, I want to make sure I'm because we don't want no. Darion hasn't been great this year. Darion Williams
Darion got benched last night. He
is
and Trey Holloman came off the bench.
at the Young Boy concert too.
DeRitter's averaging six. DeRitter's averaging 16 and 6. So maybe he's not.
I think I'd rather move everyone up and then go Vasar at the five.
I think I'm good with that. The only other one I'll throw out there, maybe Shelton Henderson, if you want to put him at the three.
Yeah.
He's only averaging 13 a game.
No, we're gonna go Caleb Wilson. We're gonna go Boozer at the four, and then we are gonna go Vasar at the five. Let's submit. Okay, so the ACC is 51.4.
All right. So that's the score to beat for the Big 12. I don't know if you've caught this yet, Carter, but I was trying to juice this so we get an ACC versus Big
Oh,
10 championship.
I noticed.
That was why I made sure to put the SEC as the four seed, but it's playing out that way with the ACC scoring higher.
Yeah, I know, Stink. I see you. You're not sneaky. You can't get it past me that easy. All right. We have the Big 12. So I think there's some fairly easy ones. I think we go JT Toppin.
We're still giving top and love, even though Texas Tech is that bad.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
Top
I
cat.
won't fight it that much.
Yeah, I legit won't allow you. AJ,
AJ for sure.
do we still go Darren at the one?
Yeah, I don't know. Do we
Or,
still
or
go?
or do we go Jaden Bradley?
We could go Jaden Bradley at the one and Darren at the two, AJ at the three, Joshua Jefferson at the four, JT Toppin at the five.
I like that.
That's actually tough.
That's a nat. All right, so we're gonna
That
go.
be
We're gonna go Darren at the one. We are gonna go. Who we said the two?
Jaden
Oh no,
Bradley at the one, Darren
Jaden
at the two.
Bradley at Bradley at the one. And then Jaden Bradley. Why did Jaden's okay? Jaden Bradley at the one. Then we're gonna go Peterson at the two. Then we will go Debansa three, and then Joshua Jefferson. I got a feeling this line is gonna be really nasty.
Yeah, I think this is the best one.
I'm gonna take this up with EvanMiya if this isn't a nasty lineup.
And then JT Toppin at the five.
We have a development. We have
What's
a
it come?
development. No, they won still, but it wasn't it was they won, but it's not the best.
Really? What? Wow. What's their score?
56.4.
Wow. So they're only skirting by the ACC by a couple of points, and then the
All right.
Big Ten topples the Big 12 in the title game. Hang
Okay,
the
just
banner.
just for S's and G's as the kids say. Do you think there's a player we could change on the Big 12 team to get them closer to the Big 10 team?
Hmm. I think AJ Jefferson Toppin, Joshua Jefferson, he strikes me as someone who would be a metrics darling. Maybe if we did, I mean, could Kingston Flemings have a higher score than Jaden
Bradley.
Bradley
Let's see.
or
Just for
Christian
just
Anderson?
just for fun here. Ooh, let's do Christian Anderson actually. Because he's been incredible this year. Christian Anderson. That lineup is legit point one better.
So maybe it like maybe the my I feel validated that my seeding of this was correct. If the Big
Yeah.
Ten, so I'll read over the lineups again, and we can give any more thoughts, like if we think the numbers are correct. But the
They were
Big
worse.
Ten,
They were worse with Flemings, by the way, too. Honestly,
oh
Gary
wow,
Peterson might be tanking this.
yeah, true. But so the Big Ten lineup was Braden Smith, Bruce Thornton, Chad Baker, Mazzara, Yaxel Lindeberg, Rink Mast, got 66, excuse me, 62.6. The Big 12 was Jaden Bradley, Darren Peterson, AJ DeBonza, Joshua Jefferson, JT Toppin with 56.4. Third seed was ACC with Neo Avdilas, Ryan Conwell, Caleb Wilson, Cam Boozer, and Henry Vasar getting 51.4. And the four seed was the SEC with Darius Acuff, LeBaron Philon, Thomas Houck, Nate Ament, and Alex Condon getting a 46. So looking over this, I think I would take the Big 12 lineup over everybody. But that Big 10 group is really solid as well. It's really tough to argue against that Yaxel masked front court pairing. And I think we both always been Bruce Thornton guys. So I like that one a lot too, but it feels like those are definitely the best two.
Yeah, I love my Big Ten, but also I think I'm leaning Big 12 as well with you. That was a fun topic, though, rather. Topic number two, Mr. Davis, please.
Carter, can you remind people the nickname of Missouri?
The Show Me State?
The Show Me State. This is a new topic I'm calling Twinskis and Missouri. Uh,
Come on, man.
I want to hear the five teams that still need to show you something ahead of conference play. This is intentionally vague. You can go whatever direction you want. JK, if you're listening to this for SEO and searching purposes, maybe just call this the five teams with the most to prove. But of course, I had to work in the fun new title. What five teams need to show you something? And what is it that they need to show you?
So I think first and foremost for me, this is the one that came right away. Um, I need to see some continuity from Houston.
Mm.
I need to see some continuity and some development from Houston. It's crazy to say as they sit at ninth on KenPom, right? And they're 10-1, but like the schedule has been extremely soft. It
Hmm.
just hasn't looked they have not looked like Houston thus far. So like I am very much locked in on what they're gonna look like during Big 12 play.
I think that's a great way to put it. Even beyond that, the thing that is really taking me aback from Houston is they're getting no bench production. And as much credit as the Cougs usually get for their defense, when I think about, what sort of put this Kelvin Sampson era over the top to where they're pretty much a lock to be a second weekend team year in, year out and have that national title ceiling, is it seems like they always have this deep group of guards who can create for themselves and others. And this year, they're not getting what they wanted, I think, offensively out of Isaiah Harwell. Mercy Miller, who was a one-time top 50, top 60 recruit, hasn't really showed out in the games against high major competition. He's still playing single-digit minutes, I think, in every single game against a power conference opponent so far. 13 against Notre Dame. But aside from that, single digits in every other power conference opponent they've played. And I think that's leading to this offense just clearly taking a step back despite having someone in Kingston Flemings who could be a lottery pick when it's all said and done. So, yeah, I like that one a lot. I think next up, the team that I want to show me something, I'm going to call out Vanderbilt. I know in our last topic that I said Tyler Tanner was a fringe non-negotiable for one of the players that I would throw in my best lineup in the SEC. I really enjoy watching this team play. I think their offense is a ton of fun with just the ball movement, the pace, the shooting, all of it. And I love this three-headed monster of a backcourt with Tyler Tanner, Frankie Collins, and Duke Miles. I think they all check. And Tanner and Miles in particular can really fill it up in terms of the scoring column. But we're coming off of back-to-back lackluster games. They should have lost to Memphis. They were just wasting possessions up and down the court, throwing the ball away to a very mid-Memphis roster. Before that, they only squeaked by Central Arkansas by 11. And I need them to show that they aren't going to take games off and sleepwalk. And I need them to show that they can hold up against the size and the athletes in the SEC because I really want them to be good. I think you don't necessarily have to have the top end athleticism when your offense is as sound as theirs is, but that's what I want to see them to show me something as we head into the new year.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people were saying that before last night's game against Memphis. Now they're definitely saying it. Um, Next one for me, I think I go Louisville. I think I go Louisville because I have reached a point with my cards, which I'm by the way, I'm still L's up with it. I think they could beat anyone given their guard play. I legit am at a point though now where I don't think they can win a game against a tough physical team.
Hmm.
Straight up. Like they have two losses on the year, right? One
Yeah.
against Arkansas, one against Tennessee. Two tough physical athletic teams. I don't think they can deal with it. I don't think they have the front court guys to deal with it. And I know Michael Brown was out against Tennessee, but even so, I am at a point where I'm watching this team and I do not think that they have the toughness and the physicality, especially in the front court, to hang with any other team that has toughness and physicality in that spot.
I think that's a really good point. I think Greg said it on the Thursday episode, maybe it was Wednesdays, where he said they fit when y'all did the topic on what teams can actually win the national title. Teams built like Louisville don't usually cut down the nets, and that bums me out because I want them to be good. Jimmy Dike said this on the broadcast against Tennessee. They're currently at a 55% 3-point rate per KenPom, and no team has ever won the title attempting that many threes. So yeah, they still got a ways to go to reach those lofty preseason expectations. I'm going to say in the same conference, Carter, but go in a different direction with a team that we usually don't talk about much. I'm going to highlight the Miami Hurricanes. And again, a guy who I just mentioned in our last topic was Shelton Henderson, who's coming off a 30-point performance against FIU. And this dude is getting to the free throw line a ton. I think the offense is further along than we expected. Really good secondary playmaker. He's listed at 6'6", 240, which I don't buy, but I love the premise of this just like jumbo wing who can dribble, pass, and shoot and guard. But with Miami as a whole, they need to show me that they can actually beat a quality opponent because you see the 10-2 number. You see that they've risen 40 spots on KenPom since the start of the season, but both times they've gone against quality opponents. You had Florida back on November 16th, BYU right around Thanksgiving. They sort of flirted. They did like a little cutesy, like, oh, are we going to pull the upset? And then ultimately crumbled. They need to show me that they can not just hang, but actually get over the hump because the ACC needs it. And I believe in Jay Lucas. I think he will work out there long term. Malik Renault is secretly, like sneakily having a really good season for them when he was someone I just kind of brushed off as an unserious player. But again, got to string it together against some real competition and actually get over the hump.
Yeah, I feel that way. Are we doing how many are we doing each? Are we doing a collective?
I said five, but we can go ahead and extend it to six, so we each get three.
Okay. My last one, and I have a lot of personal ties to I think the teams that I'm naming, but it is what it is. Um, which way is Texas Tech gonna go? I feel like
Mm.
they're at an impasse right now. Like
Yep.
it could fall off the rails and they could be that team with two talented players that just doesn't get anywhere, or they could actually turn this thing around. Dog, they gave up. And let me make sure I had this correctly here. 'Cause they gave up 90 points to Northern Colorado. And I apologize to Northern Colorado for you being a part of this segment. But I repeat, they gave up 90 points to Northern Colorado at the crib.
It's bad.
It's bad. It is really bad. And they have yet to beat a quality opponent in my eyes. And I am at a point now where like my Red Raiders, I gotta see it. Like it's put up or shut up time. Where are you gonna go with this? I'm not truly sure. So I am looking to see which direction Texas Tech is gonna go. They were preseason 12 in Campon. They are now all the way down to 27th without a really dominant, just like, yeah, that's a great win. They got Duke coming up Saturday on a neutral. So yeah, I'm interested to see where this team goes.
Love that shout. I think it might be over for them. You have Grant McCaslin in press conferences saying there's nothing schematically wrong with the defense. I think he's putting it more on the execution. But you look up and down this roster, and I just find myself asking, who is the one executing, Grant? Are you going to lean on Tyree Bryan, Jalen Petty, Donovan Atwell, Lawan Watts, who moves like he's in quicksand? Like, Lawan Watts hooped against Northern Colorado, but it's Northern Colorado. Like, I don't think they have the horses, even though it's just a shame because I mean, you could argue that Christian Anderson and JT Toppin are two of the 15 best players in the sport, and it
Right.
just feels like they'll probably sneak in as like a 9 seed and get packed up in the first weekend. But I appreciate that you're still holding out some hope for your Red Raiders.
I will. I will continue to do so. They got to.
I'm gonna and I'll close this with my third choice and say UConn, just because like I get they're coming off of a near 20-point win over Butler. With all due respect to Lucas Harkins and Thad Matta, Butler's better, but it's still Butler. And I just want to see this offense go back to the beautiful product we're used to under Dan Hurley. Solo,
They're a defensive team now. That's what they want to
I
do.
know, and I love it for like Silas Dimmery. I love it for Malachi Smith. Those dudes are awesome at the point of attack. I'm glad my guy Terrace three big blocks last night against Butler. Like he's coming up strong. Even Eric Riba has been much better defensively than I expected. Solo ball is still is he still is yet to, oh he is after last night he is at 30% from three on the season. Like that needs to come along for him. I'm ready for my guy Braylon to knock down some threes as well. And yeah, Silas Dimmery has been really as good as he's been offensively. I think he's been really disappointed on the other end. And I just want it all to click for them. That's what I need to see. Also, a side note about Braylon Mullins. So Dion and I call him Clay Mullins because Dion said he plays like Clay Thompson, and there was a UConn fan who was upset with us in one of the videos we did where he said, "I can't believe they called him Clay Mullins twice. They do some research, do some prep." And I had to clarify it's a bit. We're comparing him to Clay Thompson. It's actually a compliment,
Yeah,
but
a lot of bits on Sleepers Media. Make sure you keep up. That was a fun one, though. We will keep an eye on all those teams going into conference play. Topic number three, Mr. Davis, take us home.
Cart, you know how I like to do on these Friday shows ahead of a good weekend slate. We are going to give some bold predictions for these games coming up on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Sounds great. Good slate Saturday.
We do have some good ones. We're going to start with the CBS Sports Classic, St. John's, Kentucky, Catlanta. Terrific defense per Rick Pitino, played by the Wildcats and his friend Mock Pope. What is your bold prediction for that game?
Matt Pope. My bold prediction for that game is that Catlanta gets turned into a rout. I think it's St. John's dominating them, 20-point victory, dominating on the glass. Bad vibes right back to Mark Pope in Kentucky.
I'm gonna go on the other end. I'm gonna say Kentucky wins this, but the bold prediction element. This is a get right game for DA. DA has scored in single digits.
Yeah, DA.
Yeah, DA.
Good
DA.
DA.
DA has scored in single digits the last three games. He hasn't scored more than 16. Excuse me, going back to that 26 point outburst against Louisville, he hasn't scored more than 16 points in a game since. His shot selection has been questioned by Kentucky fans. The role has been questioned. But I'll say he gets Dylan Darling into foul trouble, takes advantage of some of those other St. John's guards, has a nice 25 piece to get the Cats over the Johnnies.
I don't like us being on such different sides today at every turn.
I know I'm not used to it, but Cart, sometimes it's what you got to do.
All right, I guess so.
Let's move on to the second game of the CBS Sports Classic with Ohio State and North Carolina.
Ooh, let's go. Let me see here. This all, you know what? Riley, unfortunately, I think Bruce Thornton back home in Atlanta, legacy game gets a win versus North Carolina.
There's a really good chance that Bruce hurts me in this one. I That's my guy. I think you want to go back to things we've been in lockstep on. I believe, despite all the times our third co-host, we'll give Greg the divine Hugo Chukwu treatment. All the times three, not even saying his name, our third co-host has slandered Bruce as a losing player. We have gone to bat for him, and he might burn me in this one. But I think UNC gets it done. In my bold prediction based off that. So Carolina has not hit more than 11 threes in a game this season. They hit 10 against Central Arkansas, 10 against USC Upstate, and 11 against NC Central. They've yet to hit more than 8 in a game against high major competition. I am going to say that Derek Dixon, Luka Bogovac, and Jonathan Powell, they combine for 10 made threes on their own. You get a couple from either Kyan Evans or Henry Vestar. UNC makes 15 as a team, and they get the win in the process.
All right. Well, North Carolina keeps it rolling. What game we got next?
Let's go with Arkansas and Houston.
Man, Arkansas is playing good basketball right now. Also, this being called the Never Forget Tribute Classic.
I
Great game.
know. It is.
Yeah, not even sure why that is. I'm sure it's actually something pretty serious. I don't mean to make light of it, but it's a great actual classic name. Riley, can I ask you where I kind of want you to answer this first. I want to know where you're at on Arkansas.
Oh man, I have like done a 180 on Darius Acuff because if you remember, like I tried to do the cutesy contrarian thing in the offseason where I was like, he's too shot happy. I watched him take some like make some terrible decisions at IMG. Dylan Mingo locked him up. He's gonna get exposed. He's been awesome. It's like he's doing everything, man. Like the assist numbers are exactly where you want them to be. He's shooting 44% from three. He's got that big frame and can finish through traffic, get to the free throw line. Yeah, I don't know how he's not getting more buzz as a lottery pick. I'm still seeing big boards with him in the 20s when he has passed every test with flying colors thus far. And I don't think Houston necessarily has the front court to expose Trevin Brazil, like in some of the games where, i.e., Duke, where it looked like he didn't belong on the court. Like, I don't know if Houston can really do that, which makes me think Arkansas can get this one done.
Yeah, look, I think Arkansas played great. I think Darius Acuff has been sensational to your point. Like he deserves, he's a lottery pick, one and done, all that. He's awesome. I love watching him. This is a Houston, we got to remind folks game. This is I
Mm.
heard Carter Elliott say, I got to see more for Houston on this segment, honestly, in this spot. And I think they take advantage of this, and I think they get a win on this one. I think that they've yet to really make a statement this year. And I think coming up against a really hot Arkansas team, they have a chance to make a statement. So, not a bold prediction, but I think Houston wins this one fairly easily, actually.
I will build off that as much as I'm going to contradict myself because I just said I like Arkansas's chances. I actually no, you know what? I'm going to stick with Arkansas winning this one, but the bold prediction will be Chris Sinak has the remind folks game.
Whoa, I like that.
Chris Sinak, a guy who we were both very in on, who I still love the long term potential. I think he posts a career high in points. Going back to the Trevin Brazil factor, I think he gets the best of him and puts up 20. I'll give him like 8 boards. I'm going to give him 3 blocks, but it's in a close loss. But still, as a Houston fan, for Houston fans, you're left thinking like, okay, we got something. It's not just Kingston anymore. Our other freshman is here too.
Yeah, okay, I like it. I'm a big fan.
So let's close with Auburn and Purdue. Playing in the vacation home as I have coined it, Gainbridge Arena.
That's a bar, by the way. Have you like released that to the world?
I probably should. That'd be a good
Yeah, like I like that a lot. What Bruce Pearl said they did to him?
one. He used the B word, Carter.
He did. I'll do the same. Purdue bitch smacks Auburn.
Uh, that was the same direction I wanted to go to. When the sample size we have for Auburn playing top 10 teams is not particularly good. They got annihilated by both Arizona and Michigan. I think Purdue adds to that. I just don't see a world where Auburn can slow them down in the paint. I think Keyshawn Hall is going to get his. He'll probably put up 25 and 10. You know what? If they're going to dominate in the paint, I will give some attention to a guard because TKR and Oscar are going to command so much attention. It's going to free things up for my guy Omer. Five threes off the bench for Omer.
Five of them?
Five of them.
So it's
Y'all said y'all pointed out I had the worst percentage on the team. Well, guess what? Five triples.
yeah, Bartley. Yeah, yeah, CB. Good article, CB. One big thing presented by Tinker Coffee. Make sure you head to tinkercoffee.com. Use promo code SLEEPERS for 15% off your first order. The best in the Midwest. A mean, mean cup of Joe, I must say. Riley, over to you for your one big thing first. What do we have here? Wait, a Trader Joe's multi. Hold on, Riley.
Yeah, RD.
Yeah,
Good.
you
RD.
good, RD. Good, TJ.
Yeah, good on TJ's for sure. You know that it wouldn't be a Twinski episode without one of us dropping a little product placement for some food.
Got to.
Got these at a White Elephant gift exchange earlier in the week. We got JoJo's chocolate enrobed sandwich cookies. Not just covered, enrobed. Chocolate peppermint ones there, double chocolate, fire. If you see these at your local TJ's, pick them up. You will not be disappointed.
I need to tap in. I have tried the peppermint ones that were there, the chocolate with a little peppermint on top, little peppermint bark. Those are good. TJ just always got the great thing. Good RD, good TJ. My one big thing for today, I'll ask you this, Riley, because I'm at a certain point here. So I recently um bought a used MacBook because I needed to get a new MacBook, but I didn't want to spend money on a brand new one. So I got like one that someone slightly used. It looks perfectly good. I love it. I'm now like kind of restarting because I had my laptop from like college still. So a long time ago I graduated. I'm not gonna age myself here, but my last laptop it's got stickers galore on it. It's got all this stuff on it. Am I too old to put stickers on my laptop now?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, the
I
stickers
gotta
era
I
is
gotta
over.
leave it clean?
You got to leave it clean.
I got a bunch of stickers though. What do I do with my stickers?
So what stickers are you wanting to put on?
I got a Cohen car sticker. I got random stickers I just pick up from like random places I'm at. Honestly, like if there's a sticker available, I'm going to get it.
Maybe just be selective with it. Like you can put one or two on there. Like the Cohen car sticker, five to quote Dion 5-5, I got your back.
Yeah.
You can you can put the Cohen car sticker on there, but there's got to be a limit to it.
Okay, fine. All right. Well, thank you for giving me a little bit of insight there. I'm gonna ask 9 other people and hopefully get some more opinions on that and end up with stickers on my laptop. Please tune in tomorrow. We will be back on here on Sleepers. I'm sorry, Monday. The day ahead. We will be back Monday, Sleepers Media. Make sure you guys tap in. As always, great speaking with you, Riley.